What's up everybody? LR Wildlife back here again with another video. Today I will be reviewing the Shakespeare's UglyStik GX2 spinning rod reel combination. So as you guys can see, this is a two-piece rod. Right now I have it just tied up because I had it stored. So this rod here, it's a 6.5 foot rod. It's medium action rod, and this particular reel can hold line up to 6 to 15 pounds. The line that I personally use on my rod is this guy here. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. It's the Bass Pro XL 12-pound monofilament line. So this rod, I personally think this is a very good beginner rod. It is fairly inexpensive. I think I picked this up on sale for about 80 bucks. Just, I mean, for someone starting out, it's pretty good. One thing I like about this rod the most is that I feel comfortable holding it in my right hand. But if you're a lefty, it's very easy to interchange. All you have to do is this little knob here, if you guys can see that right there. You just unscrew it. This way, if you are a lefty, you can unscrew it. This thing comes out, this little thing here. Make sure you guys don't lose this little washer. I don't know if you can see that. It's very important in holding it back together. So that comes out. You just pull the handle out. It looks like this. And then you just simply flip it around to the other side. Just goes in. It's best if you hold it with one hand, so it doesn't move. Then this little nut thing here goes on the other side. You just screw it back in until it's tight. Just like that. And now you can easily interchange it. If you feel more comfortable holding on your left hand, reeling it with your right. If you feel better with your right hand, reeling with your left, you just do the opposite. Okay, so as you guys can see here, on my rod here, right now it's in two separate pieces because I had it stored. So if you guys want to see how to put it together, it's very simple. I just unattach this little thing here. Right, the rod comes apart. Unhook this hook. I keep the hook there, this way the rod stays nice and tight. And then you'll see these two pieces. I don't know if you guys can see that. Two separate pieces. The top piece here you'll see has like a little opening. Just simply attach this into here like this. And you're good to go. You got one full 6.5 foot rod complete, ready to use. Okay, now to speak a little bit about my reel here. Like I said, this is a beginner rod, so you're not going to have a very high gear ratio on this one compared to what on like more advanced rods. But like I said, I think this rod's perfect for beginners. It's very lightweight, very easy to cast. And you can really feel, when you're using your lures, you can really feel them there when you get a bite. So now a little about this, like I said, a little bit about this reel here. This reel here uses a 5.2 to 1 gear ratio. So what that means in a sense is every time you turn your handle here one full revolution around, your spool comes out, your spool turns 5.2 times. And now, another thing here, you guys see this little knob at the top here, right? I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Some of you may be wondering, oh, what's that for? That right there is to set your drag, which means how much tension you have when you have a fish, when it's pulling your line and you're fighting it back. The way you adjust this drag is you simply turn it clockwise. Turning it clockwise tightens up your line. A rule of thumb when tightening your drag is you want to be able to pull it out yourself with a little bit of tension. This way, when you have a fish, it doesn't just take your entire line out of your spool here. So now I'm going to talk about some things that I like about my UglyStik GX2 rod. One thing I really like about it is that it is labeled as a beginner rod, but it's also very affordable in case you want to bring a secondary rod out with you while you're fishing as a backup. Also, if you guys noticed here, the tip of this rod, it's clear, it's made of fiberglass, and the entire backbone of this rod is made of graphite, which makes it very lightweight and durable to use while fishing. Also, this rod here, I find that it's very easy to handle as a beginner. Like, looking at this rod, it's very aesthetically pleasing, meaning that it looks very sleek and it's just very appealing to the eye, I find. I mean, you get your black with your red and like silver stitching here. You got some more red stitching here, which makes it very, like I said, very pleasing to the eye. So I did show you guys how to assemble your rod. Now I'll show you how to take it apart and put it away for storage. So you can see the difference there, that part there, that just comes apart. What I like to do is I like to line it up with the top. And then I use these little swivel hooks, or you don't have to use them, you can just tie your rod if you find it easier, but you can see there's one little part after the spool. I tend to hook that little swivel hook onto there. So I'll hook it on. Bring this on the same side that you hook it on so it doesn't get all tangled. So again, line it up, and then with the spool, I just tighten up my line till it's snug. And then, since some people have a rod bag, I use the rod glove. Put this on, tighten it up. Your rod glove just goes over top like this to keep it nice and not tangled. Just like that. So I purchased my rod from Cabela's, which is the Canadian version of Bass Pro. I'll put both links in the description down below in case you guys are interested in purchasing this rod and giving it a try for yourself. So this rod here, I rate it as a 4.5 out of 5 stars for beginners. Like I said, I have no issues with it. I love it personally, and I recommend it to everybody. Alright guys, this is the end of this review video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for some more awesome videos. Also, don't be afraid to tackle the outdoors. Thanks guys.